Future thinkers. I'm in a very unusual area now. I've in fact forgotten the name. Cameraman, what is the name?
Camus.
Camus. Anyway, it's very far away. We are in the Northern Cape and I'm on my way into a power plant which generates enough power for, I think, 45,000 homes. This is Jose. I'm being presumptuous, but you are from Spain?
Yes.
Yes, we're in Spain.
I'm from the south of Spain. It's
Okay.
a village called Adra in Almería province.
Okay. And now you are, of course, a very important person in this power plant that we had. What exactly is your role here, and which power plant are we at?
Okay, we are in Khi Solar One. Okay, and my role at the plant is I'm the general manager of the plant from the owner side. So I'm the owner.
So the first question I had, Khi Solar One.
Yes.
What does that even mean? What's the name of this plant?
Khi is a
Khi.
typical tree here in the city.
Okay. And then the plant that we're in it's a sustainable, it's using renewable energy, and it's a remarkable plant when you drive in to see, and we'll show you some footage of that in a little while. And I just wanted some of the technical. It's producing 45 or 50,000 megawatts.
We produce 50 megawatts.
And 50,000 or 45, how many houses can that power?
It's estimated around 40,000 houses we can feed.
40,000.
Yeah.
The problem with sustainable renewable energies is the ability to store it. So we can produce enough electricity easily, but storing it is the problem. And I'm particularly interested in this plant because it's able to store some of the sun's energy, and we'll get into that in a while. And that's for when the sun goes down, we can still generate power. The article I read said this was the first plant of its type in Africa. Is it still?
This is the first tower in operation in Africa.
And it's been running for about 3 years now?
We started the commercial operation in 2016.
Okay.
So in February this next year, we will be operating for 5 years.
One of the things I like to point out for these kind of power plants is the carbon footprint impact. And some of the information I got averaged out because there's so many different articles. Apparently we're at around 180,000 tons of CO2, which this plant is helping us prevent.
Yes.
And that is a substantial amount.
Correct. And this is an annual average, no? So if we sum all the whole period this plant's operate, because you can imagine that this plant initially the period for operating is for 20 years, but plants like this in other parts of the world are already operating for 30 even more years.
Yes.
Conceptually speaking, this is a plant like a coal plant, okay?
But nothing like a coal.
But instead to use coal for obtaining the thermal energy, we use the sun.
And this plant is remarkable to look at from space. So Google Earth, you have to go Google Earth it. And if you look at it, it's almost a strange looking flower. So there's a central structure, which is where your boilers are in, yes? And then around it are thousands of mirrors. How many mirrors? There's 4,000 mirrors.
We have 4,120 mirrors.
That's some bad luck in an earthquake if that works.
It's not mirrors itself. It's a structure we call heliostats, or it's called heliostats. And these heliostats have, each one has 32 mirrors. Okay, 32 meters, and in this case, the design that we have here we call facets, no? But we have 32 mirrors in each of the 4,120 heliostats. No?
Oh. Imagine this big tower in the middle, it's very tall, and then just these fields of these mirrors which are pointing at the tower, just beaming the sun into the, some sort of, what is that actually hitting at the top? How is it? Is it like pipes in there, or?
Basically, yes. This is a kind, we call receiver, okay? And this receiver is a kind of cavity inside this cavity there's a kind of pipes, and in two of them it's water security at the beginning, but after being heated up, it's steam. What is the outcome of this receiver? No? And these two receivers feed the third one, and the third one is the one that produces the steam. That is called superheated steam, around 500 degrees, and this superheated steam is the one that feeds the steam turbine. In our case, what we have is a thermal storage of steam. So we put the steam in here's big tanks that we have. We have 19 of these tanks now.
19.
19.
Okay.
And we put the steam during the day in these tanks, and after sunset, in the evening and during the night, we discharge these tanks and feed the turbine with the steam already there. And the most important, the message is, as I say, we have started operating. We are going to start operating for 20 years, but we can extend even more.
Yeah.
So we are introducing a new component in the economy, and at the end of the day, this is a high quality employment. I'm here from Spain, but I will leave sooner or later. My idea is not to stay here.
Or maybe you'll fall in love with someone here. You don't know.
Could be, but
almost built a micro economic. There's a ripple effect, I understand, that comes off there, and it's what I call green money.
Yes, okay.
It's green money.
No. As I say, and
one of the things that I support is cross-pollination of knowledge across nations, and that's really, really important. A lot of my followers don't know, but I also have done consultancy work for projects associated to labor, specifically to automation and technology changes, or the influences of technology. And labor unions are going to play a big role in, hopefully, I haven't seen it yet, but they are going to need to start putting on the shoes and wearing the hat of reskilling the labor force which work at these dinosaur plants, and reskilling them for the future world. And by 2030, South Africa has to start reducing its carbon footprint. All of our coal-powered plants have got a time limit on them. We've got to change our power solutions, and we need to ensure that during that process we are managing to re-employ the people that were working there as well. So the skills that you're bringing here are fantastic. As specifically, what kind of security measures are in place here to protect staff, to protect the environment? I read about some birds that were flying past here, and from what I imagine this article meant is that they were getting very suntanned.
Okay,
so what's the safety here?
Okay, in terms of safety, our company, safety, and this is a logo of the company, is safety first. Okay, it's true during the construction there were some accidents here, but this is a kind of exception. Okay, we have other projects of other construction projects here without any no? So it's something that this could happen, because when you have 2,000 people working here, there is in the case of here, it happened a huge storm that produced a crane to fall and so on. But it's something that could happen in the construction work. But it's something that we work really hard to prevent. Okay, and the fact is that here we are now more than 2 years without any lost time. No, so it's something that we remark and we work really hard to have it. Okay? In terms of the environmental, we have really strong regulation that we follow, but also we have a really strong commitment with the environment. Okay, so it's true that in the construction there is an impact because we are building a tower, we are building some structures. But for example, we have seen a stem bob just and the road coming to the plant. So we have here a really, let's say, complete environment of animals that are living around us. We have a procedure just to manage them and to handle it and to take from where we find. And put away, okay, in a safety way. So in terms of the environment, we have a really strong commitment as well. Okay, the fact is coming from a study that was done in the States some years ago, and they found, and the conclusion was there was a huge amount of fatalities in this kind of plant. The study that we have done now confirms that it's not true. It's true that there is some birds that may hit the heliostats, especially in some parts of the day, but the impact is much more lower than the road. No one is considering to close the road. No? So it's true that the activity has an impact, but the impact itself is, as I say, it's really low in terms of the benefits that we produce, and also in terms of the environment around the plant. No? So, for example, there is a colony of flamingos that every year stop here in our evaporation ponds, rest from some time, and keep flying. So this is the first time that's what I see in the area.
I wanted to quickly touch, in my research I found a community trust involvement. In fact, I understand that there's a community trust which owns shares in the operations here. That's 20%, yes?
Yes, we have, as I say, this plant, the ownership of this plant is 20% of the local communities.
I am grateful for that, and let me tell you why I'm grateful, and it stems from the culture of corporates. Only recently, I'll give an example, did one of our major commercial banks issue a policy for their shareholders. So they are now saying to their shareholders, hey guys, we need to start using some of the portfolios exclusively for sustainable solutions. And I would like to see more money becoming available for these sort of things. So yeah, we need lots of projects like the one that we're at today, and I hope that a lot more funding becomes available. And to anyone out there who has shares, start putting pressure on your broker to channel it towards sustainable solutions, because that's where you can make the difference. Oh, my final question: can you suntan up on the top there? Like, would it work? Because I brought my suntan. Cameraman, can I please get that, my suntan? So what would happen if anyone up there, if anyone went to high school with me, you'd be super impressed, because I never caught a single ball in my life, but that was brilliant.
Okay, so this is the small one. This is the solar field, okay, and this is the power block, okay, and this is the diagram of the power block. Here we have the control unit where we are. We have the steam turbine, the tower, with the two receivers that we call evaporators, and the third one is the superheater receiver. This is the water area with the water treatment plant, and this is the storage area.
Those UA19, that's the steam where the steam is kept.
As I mentioned before, and this is our electrical building, and this is the exhaust substation.
And the best unit is, and that's the coal power plant, this is the steam. So this is one of the storage facilities for the water which the plant uses. And then, I don't know if the cameraman can actually get a nice picture of the entire tower now. Such a remarkable structure. So right now we are in the base of the main tower, and cameraman over here, it's like a huge radiator, and around the entire building are these radiator panels, and we've got these red pipes which go to them, and then this huge structure which is pumping, I'm imagining the water water or steam through. It's just a remarkable structure. We're going to go all the way to the top now. Fortunately, there's an elevator. We are now on the 6th floor at the top of the tower, and it's warm up here. Come check this out. This is a great view of the land. So otherwise this would all just be unused land. So this is exactly what we need to do. Tunnels here are protection. The lights are shining up.